Hello, welcome back to Dragonfall, Shadowrun Dragonfall. We are now moving on to U-Bahn platform. Another side mission. Okay, I am going to do the mission where I have to work with Luca, Luca's team. This could go horribly wrong. As the U-Bahn hums toward the Frankfurter Tor, you tug idly at the fabric of your maintenance uniform. You found it in a duffel bag on the seat when you boarded, along with a note from Duer to put it on before your arrival. The moment you step off the train, the note said, your trial run begins. You are to rendezvous with the rest of the team, reconnoiter the building, and plant the specified devices in Alice Shire's suite. Beyond that, your approach will be left to you. Do not disappoint us. You are being watched. I am remembering the last time somebody hired us to plant devices at, in undercover as a maintenance worker in a corporate place. That did not. Well, first we raided it, then we hid in a locker, then we went under. That was charming, I believe. It did not. That did not go too well. We ended up getting arrested, and well, we were already fighting the Universal Brotherhood, but we got uh, basically drafted into fighting the Universal Brotherhood. As you emerge from the dingy confines of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in knight-errant uniform. You're with maintenance. It isn't a question. He stands impassively, waiting for response. No. Yes, sir. Have you seen any other maintenance guys around here? Yeah, they've been trickling in over the last 15 minutes or so. I've already done a security check on your entire crew. Everything checked out, so you're good to head on into the building whenever you want. Thanks for your time. I'll just get moving then. Have a good one. Do not poke. Do not ask questions when you're on a run in front of Knight Errant and possibly could get um, your run blown before you even try. A young dwarf looks up at you wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell that she's terrified. She bites her lower lip, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step toward you. Hello? Are you Miss Watt Evs? Yes, that's me. Am I late? No, you're right on time, but the rest of us got here early, and one of the others was pretty vocal about not wanting to wait. He took off, and the other guy followed him. They're already inside. I'm not gonna blame her. Great. That's just great. The dwarf wrings her hands. I'm sorry I told them to wait, but they didn't listen. They just muscled on past me, waltzed through the front door. Alright, calm down. I see you have a toolbox. Are you a rigger or something? No, I'm not like you, not like the others. You should probably know that. Then what are you like? I'm a normal person with a boyfriend and a cat and a shitty apartment. I'm not a career criminal, is what I'm saying. I'm just an electrician. It's alright, don't worry. I'll look after you. Thank you. I really, really mean that. The fear drains from her face and she looks exhausted. I'll try to take care of myself as best I can. I don't want to be a burn, and I brought my taser. I have a little holdout pistol for self-defense, but I've never fired at a living thing before, let alone a person. I'm really hoping that I don't have to. I understand. Now, you said that our other teammates are already inside. Are you sure about that? I don't trust you. She could be telling the truth, or she could be the person that's sitting here to analyze us. Yeah, I watched them storm through the front doors of the building that we're going to hit about 10 minutes ago. A lot can happen in 10 minutes. They'll still be on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks in the elevator. That's why I decided to wait out for you out here. I figured that they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Alright, let's get in there before the other... Good thinking. Thanks, I just hope they don't screw things up in there. All that I want is to get this thing over with and get back home. Speaking of which, right there with you. Let's head inside. Yeah, okay, let's do it. She is too much the innocent gosling. Am I a bit cynical and distrustful in the Shadowrun game? You know I am. A mid-level corporate compound, complete with text that goes by too fast for me to read because I was saying other things at the start. Okay, that's just water. Don't you have somewhere to be? You might be the person sent to watch me too. We got Knight Errant here. Looks like an elf and a human. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally. You've brought our little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight, either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single susurrant breath. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. Oh, and I hope that you can speak Sparethiel. He shakes his head in disgust. Damned useless immigrants. Did I really hear you say that I was tardy? I mean, what are you going to do, send me to detention? Do us all a favor and keep your opinions to yourself. The corner of his mouth lifts into an ugly smirk. You may be the leader of this team, but I'll speak my mind whenever I please. Get used to it. Oh, by the way, think you could have gotten here any later, pal? I've got an important meeting to get to, and if I'm late, this shit is going to hit the... This isn't going to get us to your meeting any faster. He flashes a hateful glance at the dwarf that turns his attention back to you. No, it isn't. So let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detection, then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack up a little higher in his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. Oh, you should... That pack looks heavy. I can help you with that if you want. Blink. The elf blinks uncomprehendingly and takes a half step back. I told you, he can't understand a word you're saying. Nothing's come out of his mouth but that pigden drivel the elves call language, a Tear-Tarangire dialect, if I'm not mistaken. I wish he'd do us all a favor and go back. Can you understand me at all? The musical tongues of the elvish tongue pour out of his mouth again, but he can't make out a word. His dialect is quite foreign. It's unlike the form of Sparethiel spoken by the elves of Tir Nanog. The elf falls silent. He looks just as frustrated as the mage is. Just relax and concentrate on the job. So Lucas sent me in here with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German. Wonderful. Well, that complains that we all speak German, and the English is just a translation convention. Kind of knew that, but just relax and concentrate on the job. The words don't seem to have much impact. The elf's scowl deepens. Now that we're here all together, let's discuss our approach. Does anyone know how we're supposed to get into... We've got a job to do, so you're going to all have to suck it up and deal. Mage leers. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now, can we please get moving? I don't have all day. We know. You have a meeting. I can get us to Alshair's apartment, but there are a few things we'll need to do first. If you can get me to a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring. Well, that and whatever's in that pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find that access panel, Mouse? Quit calling me that. She takes a moment to calm herself. And yes, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave... Contact? You're using that language again. Gave me a key code that should get us in. You said should twice already. That makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing that we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given. I rewire Al Shire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Well, that's the theory, anyway. Alright then, let's go. Oh. Dressed suit. Boutique food kiosk. The sign out front advertises a variety of local sourced foodstuff, all of them terribly overpriced. Closer look at the food on offer. Glancing in the self-serve refrigerated section of the kiosk, you find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in slick plastic. You could eat for a week for the price of one of these things. Step away. Ah, lifestyle purchases. Well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. His heavy worry lines etch his forehead, and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it someplace else. Watch it. You don't get to talk down to me like a janitor? Yes, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you'd better watch the attitude. Now, isn't there a floor that you could be cleaning or something? I've got a lot of mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered. Didn't mean to bother you. I'll leave you alone. Scowls and continues to pace. Do not blow our cover because you're an asshole. There's an open door. Where is our... Oh, joy. Okay. Let's go figure out what's in this open door. Kind of curious if there's an inspect thing on that link. Oh, Knight Errant Enforcer. Guard steps forward, interposing himself between... This looks like an orc. Security clearance does not authorize you to be here. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal? You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch this terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been running great since that other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records. You know how it is with us in management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. We'll be on our way then. Take it easy. I actually quite prefer Knight Errant as far as the Corp police officers go. They were a little bit better than most. Then again, Lone Star collapsed. Knight Errant bought them up and took a bunch of Lone Star people in, and then Knight Errant became just like everybody else. Tech vendor. Woman behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimple. Good afternoon. Welcome to Augmentech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing with forced cheerfulness. Idly, you wonder how many times she has to give this exact speech every day. Tell me how I can help you. I might be in the market for some cyberware? Then you've come to the right place, she gestures at the terminal in front of you. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance-enhancing augmentations to make you into the person you've always dreamed you could be. Scanning over the tastefully designed catalog, you find that most of Augmentech's stock consists of overpriced cosmetic cyberware, metabolic tweaks to help burn away cellulite, ruthenium polymer hair extensions, ultra-expensive leonization treatments aimed at wealthy septuagenarians. Are there... I guess biomods aren't very common yet in the 50s. Toward the back of the catalog, you find some more practical chrome, but nothing that a Shadowrunner would want. From designer replacement limbs to nephretic screens for alcoholics. That's useful. Augmentech carries the very best and fashionable implants for the ultra-rich. The mental enhancement section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything you couldn't already find in the Cruise Bazaar. You're about to turn away when the ad on the last page grabs your attention. It's the newest iteration of the Encephalon system, complete with the integrated math SPU. The Encephalon Next, as it's called, is bleeding-edge commercial-grade tech. Non-complete agreements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you found one that carries it. Mind if I take a look at this? Glance at that and on the screen. Looking at the new Encephalon, huh? Good choice. Our regional supervisor has one. It is amazing. Totally worth the price. And what is the price? It doesn't say on the screen. We're doing a special right now. Yours for only $250. That's actually really cheap. Okay, sign me up. I'll swipe your purchase, and then I'll print up your purchase order. Where do I get it installed? Is your dock in the back or something? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you don't understand. We're a boutique shop, not a cyber surgery clinic. We can sell you the device, but you have to have it sent to the clinic of your choice for installation, but we don't do the surgery here. Of course, your doctor will bill you separately for installation, but this way you can ensure that the procedure is carried out wherever you're most comfortable. I'll have to deal with the doctor I just blackmailed, won't I? Yeah. I'll take it. Please have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic in the Cruise Bazaar. Swipes your cred stick and punches a few buttons on our PDA. The flimsy slip of paper spills out of the terminal and you're standing at it and into your hand. You are now the proud owner of an Encephalon Next. We'll have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic as per your request. When you arrive, just show the doctor or a member of his staff the proof of your purchase that you're holding, and he'll know what to fetch for you. Thanks. Thank you, man. Have a great day. I'm sure these people are happy with me shopping during all this. A well-groomed corporate couple stand in a corner, browsing racks of pamphlets about neural enhancement headwear. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your uniform, her nose wrinkles. Oh, hello. Are we in your way? We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Your spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right. The last thing we'd want to do is come between you people and whatever it is you do. No, I'm just browsing. Oh yeah, I've got some repair work to do. The flux dilator is leaking coolant. Real messy job, if you please believe me. Is that dangerous? We should call security. No need to panic. It isn't dangerous or urgent. Say, what are you looking at there? This yields up a display model that they were inspecting, so you can see a small chip along with a glossy, attractive information sheet. It's a pediatric SkillWire Plus system for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmates at the academy. That means headwear from Augmentech. We may not be as rich as other parents, but this at least is something we can do. I'm surprised they sell cyberware for children. Don't the kids, I don't know, outgrow it? Yes, you'll need another one in a year, and every year after that from now until college, but I suppose that's the price of success. Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful Hans peers has pediatric encephalon, and ranges up from there. The academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans to school without any enhancement, we'd be setting him up for failure. What about the kids that can't afford cyber surgery? The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be the bottom of the pile. Yes, but that someone won't be our Hans. It's an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically. That's the world we live in, isn't it? Yeah. Shadowrun is medieval society. It's post-apocalypse disguised as near 20 minutes in the future. It is 20 minutes in the future, but it is post-apocalypse too. It's just the apocalypse isn't immediately obvious. So, yeah, it is. You wouldn't want Hans to wind up at the bottom of the heap like me. I should say not. You seem like a good woman, and I don't mean to insult you, but you know how cutthroat it is out there. Hans will have every advantage, even if I have to mortgage my house to provide it for you. That's big of you. I should get back to work. Goodbye now. I actually like those two. Okay, see, that's the difference between noir and punk. Punk, you won't ever find anybody that is worth much. Even the main characters are a little bit dirty. Noir, there are good people in the world. They're just they're just sheltered from the ugly truths of the world. Okay. Can I help you? Could you open the door to the utility area? We have some work to do in here. The door is security coded Delta Grade. Your ID says that you're just Theta, so no, I can't open the door. Read the guard's expression through his mirrored face mask. But you can't read his expression, but his body language makes it clear he's staring at you. You're not listening, we have work to do here. I heard you loud and clear, Mop Jockey. Now you listen to me. Nobody without Delta clearance gets through this door, period. I'd suggest you talk to management. If you really do need to be in here, otherwise they'll upgrade your clearance. Otherwise, piss off. Sorry about that. We'll be on our way. You do that. Inspect. Flexible junction box. Okay. Let's see if we can find a data jack. That's where it came in, isn't it? Taylor. Saleswoman's expression brightens at your approach. Welcome, Dunkley's fine clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. Ah, good choice. Style and safety. You have a good eye. Here, let me show you to a dressing room. I love how I'm going through here in maintenance clothing and saying, hey, can I have this high-end piece of cyberware? Of course, it's as they said, it's the insulation that's really expensive, so they would be thinking, I just conned somebody into getting a piece of cyberware that they can't afford to have implanted. Okay. There we go. Where are we? Okay. Inspect. Are you? Janice studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both on the same circuit, too. So I could use this one to overload the one the guard is staying by. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here, you know, if you wanted me to. Leave it alone, Janet. We'll find another way. That is really too noisy and too much prone to we're looking for a data jack. Okay, going to go to a new video. See you in a moment.